Welcome to Front Forum Focus podcast. I'm Mariam, your host for today, and I'm joined by my co-host.
Andre, and I'll also be your co-host for today with a special topic about finding your path. And here we go.
And our special guest for today is Ankit from India. And kindly introduce yourself, Mr. Ankit.
Okay. I'm Ankit Chaudhary from India, and I'm working as a propulsion engineer and head operating officer in Spacital Pvt Ltd. Okay, I have a good experience in rocket science and satellite communication, and I have my own startups like Spacital Pvt Ltd, and I've also start a first research lab in India. This is
Yeah.
for North India in Uttarakhand. So I am the responsible person for this kind of innovation in India. That's it.
Oh my god! Wow!
Okay, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's really a well journey, Ankit. Yeah. So moving on to our podcast, our topic for today is I think wherein everyone can resonate about. Like no matter if you're in high school, in university, or like even you're a working professional. Today, we will be tackling about the topic of finding your path in life. And with that, I want to ask you, Mario, if you already know your path in life.
I actually do not. I'm very confused about it, and I am trying to figure it out at this moment. And that is why we are going. That's why this podcast will be insightful for me. So,
Yeah,
yeah. How about you,
yeah.
Andre?
Actually, same to Mario. I'm actually today I'm like kind of soul searching about what I want to do with my life, and sometimes I also have like this kind of existential crisis about this.
Okay, I completely agree. So,
So,
let's.
anyways, I bet everyone here struggles in finding his path in life, and we're sometimes stuck in like in making life decisions, whether like this is the right path or not to take. So, thank you so much, Ankit, for giving your time this day for this podcast, and
Okay.
you may now give your thoughts on finding your path in
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
life.
So, Anke, have you found your path and the thing you want to really do?
Yeah, I found my path, and now I'm doing what I want. And as I told you that I'm working as a rocket science engineer, and I also done my BTech and MTech. So I'm really happy with my life nowadays because I'm doing what I want. I have launched my first rocket on 28 Feb in 2020 as a sounding rocket in Uttarakhand, India itself. And I'm also working as a satellite light working person. And I'm also looking for some opportunity because I want to make my own rockets, like sounding rockets, and I want to make a vehicle through which I can reach out to the space, like I can chase the lower orbit and upper orbit. So it's my dream, and I will do it one day. So I'm looking for that.
But that is really inspiring, indeed.
Yeah, and I think this is the golden question, Ankit. What
Yeah.
made you decide to take this path? Like, were there any inspirations from anyone or like from your past self? Like, what made you decide to
Yeah, Yeah, as I started my life as an engineer, and first of all, my aim was to being a army person. So I start to prepare myself as a soldier. Then I got the chance to being a lieutenant in Indian Army, and I have cleared my exams and all those things. But after that, I realized that the reality of my life is that I have to work on technology. I'm a person who is really comfortable and really possible persons for working in satellite vision or rocket science. Then I started my aim again and find the things what I have to do and I start to work on model rockets, sounding rockets, and that's a way. And I get so many people who were asking me that what are you doing, just you just change your target and aims. But I said I want to do, I just want to do because I have to reach out there, so I decided and start those things.
Okay, that's just great that you choose what you actually wanted to do. And when do you think a person has like the what is the right time to find your career, like the thing you could just pursue?
Yeah, actually, it depends on the person whenever he realize themselves. Like as I told you that I was preparing myself as a soldier, but one day I realized that I should be a scientist. So I start to work as a scientist. For army, then I just change my mood and start to work on rocket science. I give so many lectures to students. There are so many webinars on behalf of me in India, and I also work as a guest speaker. So that's inspiration, and college life was really good time for me. I learned a lot of things from my college life, how to manage the people, how to work in real life, and how to realize that what you have to do in your life. That is because of my college life and my friend circles.
Okay, I got disconnected actually, so I didn't know what you asked. So
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I was actually asking like how is the college life of Ankit?
okay,
Yeah.
I understood. Okay, so are there any expectation you had about this career path that you have to found different from reality and in a both good or bad way?
Actually, your voice is not clear.
Okay,
It's
I'm
breaking.
sorry. I will repeat that again. Um, when you started rocket science, there were some expectations you had. Were there any kind of differences?
When I start the rocket science, my expectation was that first I have to go for only 200-meter and 400-meter, and my complete expectation was that one day I have to reach by myself to 1.5 kilometer. Then I will work for 105 kilometer. So there is not any differences in my life. I achieved what I decided. First, I launch for 200-meter, then I go for 500-meter, and then after that around 1.5. And nowadays I can launch my own sounding rockets by using simple things like polypropylene and simple working pipes. Then I can reach to 5 kilometer. Nowadays I'm working for
Wow,
105
based on
kilometer.
what you said, Ankit, you can really see that you're really passionate about rocket science. Yeah, and with that one, I want to
Yeah.
bring up the question like, do you have any tips for anyone like who hasn't found their passion or their path in life? Like, do you have any suggestions for them on finding their path in life?
Sorry.
Oh yeah, I want to ask like, do you have any tips or suggestions on people who are struggling in finding their path in life?
Okay, the person like suggestion and tips. I would like to suggest to my generation, my friend circle, to everyone. If you want to do something, then start to work on it. Decide to think that I will do one day and I will do. Just don't think it. Just do it. Because according to me, have you ever heard that you should move on different from the crowd? But according to me, just
Okay,
going in other direction and from the crowd is not the good thing. I think you should follow the crowd, then you should decide your target and where you have to go. That's it.
that's awesome. Okay, I don't understand how be different from the crowd, but follow what you want. So,
Yeah.
okay, what are the skills that are important for everyone to succeed?
Okay, the skill sets also depends on the people. First of all, decide your aim, then decide what we have to do. Because if we are saying that I'm completely skilled person, no one is perfect in the life. According to me, no one is perfect. If
Yeah.
you want to achieve your target, then you have to decide that which kind of skill you should have. Like if I'm targeting that I have to make rocket, then I know that I should know about the open rocket software, I should know about the chemicals, I should know about the the material which I have to use. So skill set depends on your target. If you are targeting something, then you have to decide your skill, which kind of skill you should have, and the normal skills have everyone can think, everyone can speak, and the communication way of communication is also depends that how much success you will get in your life.
I completely agree. So, Andre,
Oh yeah. Ankit. I this is like most of my friends will always say like they don't have like any kind of passion in life. Like, what do you suggest to them? Like, what what advice will you give them?
Okay. It's really typical, but I would like to say them that there is not any person in the world who don't have any aim, who don't have any passion, because your passion is depends on you. If you will choose that you have to do something, and if you are thinking that my complete passion is depends on my working days, on my working profession, it's not possible to decide your professional passions. So we should keep their life personal or private, for professional life or for personal life. So I would suggest them just be alone in the room and start to think about themselves, that which kind of skill they have and what is their real profession, what they want to do.
okay. Um, have you ever faced an failure, and how did you overcome that?
I have faced so
Common
many
question.
failure in my life. Because uh, if I'm saying that I didn't fail in my life, so it will not be true for everyone, because a failure is always tell us that what we have to do next time, and what should we change, which kind of change we need to do in their life and in their work. So when I was in my college life, so I was working as a college president, and there was a festival, a event in our college, and it was raining in the ground, and the event just get postponed, and me and my team was really upset on that day. We are just thinking that we have to do this event. After 1 or 2 days, we just again start the work and just overcome from the things and start the work. After that, in my training period, when I was taking my training in Kolhapur, or South India, Maharashtra, for rocket science, I got failed so many times to launch the rockets. Around 10 to 20 rockets get blast on the floor, and they could not take the flight. But after some time, I analyzed my problem, I analyzed my mistakes, and then I launched my first rocket.
And
So I again overcome from that.
that is remarkable
Yeah.
to try again from scratch. Okay,
Yeah, it's a remarkable. Yes.
Andre, on you.
Oh yeah. Um, do you have any questions, Mario?
Okay, I was
Yeah.
asking, do you feel like that what are you are making a difference with your career? I think you do, because like rocket science is something completely different in India.
Yeah, it's completely different in India, even in Asian country also.
True.
So this is I'm just making the difference because I'm also teaching the student from sixth standard to 12th standard about the rocket science. So I'm giving them knowledge from the beginning. Unless they can be whatever they want to being, and they don't need to face any problem in their career. They don't need to do a struggle to being a rocket science engineer, or to learn about the space science and technology. That's why I start my own platform to educate the young mind of India and Asian country about the space science and technology.
Okay, that is amazing. I wish I learned about rocket science at sixth standard. So
Yeah.
okay,
Also,
do you
maybe
want?
add on what
Yeah.
you said, yeah. Like, what do you think is the importance of mentoring, like, to future generations?
Sorry.
Like, what's the importance of mentoring? And like, should everyone like find a mentor?
Okay, you are saying that what I'm not getting you. Actually, your Voice is breaking again and again.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is it clear now?
Ah,
I think my internet's kind of stable, but I want to ask like, what's the importance of mentoring, and do you think that everyone should find a mentor?
again, your
Okay.
voice is
He
fluctuating.
he
I
asked like, what is the
sorry.
importance of mentoring, and do you think everyone needs a mentor?
Okay, mentor. Actually, no one can't be success without their mentors because for every step of life, for every work, for every achievements, for any kind of work, like if I'm talking about rocket science, either it's any game, we need mentors. If we don't get the mentors, if we don't get proper mentors, then we cannot achieve their targets and we cannot do whatever we want to do. So mentors are important. uh, Mentorship is very important for the students, for the person who want to achieve their aim. Even if you don't have any mentor, then you can also learn from the online platforms. There are so many online platforms videos, but in practical life, if you are working practically for any project, for any target, if you are preparing yourself for any kind of gains, then you need your mentors with yourself, because only online mentorship, only online classes cannot make you a perfect for your aim, for your targets.
Okay. I
Yeah, I
agree.
really
Mentors
agree.
are motivating force for you. So, okay. Do you want to add anything in today's discussion that we didn't ask?
I just want to add that if we are doing this kind of events for the people, to encourage the people to tell them how to work in their life, it's really working and it's really good platform. And according to me, if you are doing these things, it's really very different from me. And if any other person is also joining this kind of things, then we can motivate the youth of our countries, our Asian countries. So I just want to say that we need to focus on their target from the beginning, but first we need to decide our targets. That's it.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time, and it was really insightful knowledge from us. And Andre.
Yeah, so I think that's a wrap for our podcast for today about finding the path in life. Thank you so much, Ankit, for giving your time once again, and we hope
Sure.
to see you in the future again.
Okay. Okay, like and subscribe our podcast,
Yep,
that is
yep,
Front
for
Forum Focus, as well. Follow Ankit and see his journey with us. Okay, that's it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
bye,
bye
Okay,
guys.
bye.
thank you.
Thank you so much.